All right, we are live, I hope. Well, I was up early. Hang on, I'm going to get this a bit more organised. How's that? Well, I was up early anyway because I'm normally on Sports Rage, Fantasy Sports Network, Sports Grid, all those names in New York. So I'm normally this time every Friday morning anyway. So I get up as normal. I know they had yesterday off because of Thanksgiving, and happy Thanksgiving to all the Americans. And, well, we have it up here in October, so we've already had our Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to all the Americans. They had a day off yesterday. Feel sorry for all the people that got caught in the delays of the flights because there's snowstorms everywhere. So, yeah, it's a hassle traveling these days at certain times of the year. But anyway, 3 games of NFL. What about those Buffalo Bills? I went 2 for 3 yesterday. I admit it. I picked the Cowboys but one of my tipsters, James, he says, "Oh, no, Mick, Bills are going to win." I said, "Really?" I said, "Yes, I believe Bills are a definite chance, no doubt about that. But I think Cowboys under all this pressure, Jason Garrett under pressure from Jerry Jones, I really thought the Cowboys would have got up and actually won or actually might have smashed the Bills. Well, hey, I was wrong like many others. The Bills blew out in the end the Dallas Cowboys in that magnificent, crazy stadium down there, Jerry World. Mate, I don't mind Jerry Jones. I just get sick of ESPN and the TV company sucking up his butt. I don't need to see Jerry Jones sitting up on his box 20,000 times during an NFL broadcast. Show the cheerleaders more. Show the people in the crowd like they do in the CFL or TSN. Show the fans. I don't care about Jerry Jones sitting up there in his billion-dollar box in his magnificent Jerry World. But hey, I don't mind Jerry Jones. I don't mind the Cowboys. I like the quarterback. I like Dak Prescott. I go through years where I don't like the Cowboys, then I do. I obviously liked them when Matt McBride, the Aussie punter, was there. But yeah, great win to the Bills. And I'm sure Gabe, the number one Bills fan I know, Gabe Rents, I'm sure he's happy right now. Probably had a bit of a celebration wine last night. So all the boys, I believe, I checked everything. Checked all the YouTube, all the tweets, everything. They must be off today for an extra holiday. Those guys work lots, man. They work all weekend, so a deserved day off for the Fantasy Sports Network Sports Grid guys. Let's talk more NFL later. Oh, real quick, I obviously took the Saints over the Falcons, and I did take the Bears over the Lions. There you go. These are my BC Lions rings. I don't think I'll ever get any Detroit Lions Super Bowl rings. I don't mind the Detroit Lions because look in the back there. See that picture there? This one here? I can't even point when we're going. Wrong way. There you go, that one there. South Gawler Lions, 1992 Premiership, blue and white. So we're Lions and we're blue and white. So I had some love for the Lions when I first came over here, but yeah, bit of a sad state, haven't they been, eh? Big win for the Saints and the Bears as well. So we'll go through all my picks later. NFL, got them all, got my bets all organised. I am coming third out of 73 people, true story, in Nasty Nate's NFL picks for the win aggregate competition. So just so I can explain this, and here it is here. These are my picks every week. So it's for the win, right? For the win, not money line. For the win aggregate. So the team I'm most confident is going to win, I give them 16 points. So this week, I picked the Panthers 16 points. And the team I'm least confident is going to win, I give them 1 point. So obviously, if the team that you give a lot of points to loses, well, then you lose those points. So obviously, I don't want the Panthers to lose this week. So I put 16 points on them against the Redskins. Tough week this week 13. So I'm coming third in the aggregate out of 73 diehard crazy NFL fans here in Canada, some in the US as well. I won it one year. I won it the year the Saints won the Super Bowl. I actually came third at the end of the regular season. So then whoever finishes first at the end of the regular season gets to pick their team who they think will win the Super Bowl. So then I had third pick. I picked the Saints that year, and I went on and won. Then another year I came third or fourth, and I picked the Colts, but the Colts got knocked out. So you just don't know, but it's a fantastic competition. I'll get back to my picks in a minute, but I want to talk some CFL. Well, see, I do have hair, boys. Some chicks think I wear a hat because I've fucking got no hair. Here we go. The girlfriend's hat given to her at the Spirit of Edmonton. We went to the Spirit of Edmonton Thursday and Saturday night. The Edmonton party, the longest running party at the Grey Cup. I'm starting to lose a bit of hair, but not bad, eh? Here we go. I've got to get back to the McAussie hat. So, yes, here we go. While we're at it, my 1999 Grey Cup media pass, my first ever Grey Cup, 20 years ago on the weekend, was the 20th anniversary of the Hamilton Tiger Cats winning the Grey Cup. Wow, they couldn't do it. The Winnipeg Blue Bombers destroyed them. From the opening kickoff, the Winnipeg Blue Bombers defense was fantastic. Led by Jefferson, Adam Bighill and the guys, they just destroyed Tiger Cats. Tiger Cats are never in it, but I really enjoyed the game. The reason I enjoyed the game is, and especially to you non-CFL fans listening and watching right now, the last 3 minutes of the CFL, the clock stops all the time. So you can be 2 or 3 touchdowns down with 3 minutes to go, and you can still get up and win. And I've seen it in many CFL games where the crowd leaves, so many people leave, and the team comes back to win. It's fantastic. So I enjoyed the game right up until about the last 4 or 5 minutes. And then the last touchdown the Bombers got, yeah, you could tell it was over then, especially because they were just so relentless on defense. And the other reason, the mop bucket, the most outstanding player of the CFL this season, Speedy Brandon Banks, was injured. He went off, I believe, in the second quarter. So Dane Evans, the quarterback for the Tiger Cats, who's played very well all year, a few interceptions, but very well after Masoli went out injured, the former Oregon Ducks quarterback. He went out injured, had a great year last year. So Evans played quite well all year. But when Speedy Banks was out with a hip injury and the Bombers' defense was so dominant, you could kind of tell that the game was over. So congratulations to the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. 29 years since I've won the Grey Cup in an 8 to 9 league competition. Team competition. Oh, they should have won in 2001. They were red hot favours over the Calgary Stampeders, but they got beaten out there in Montreal. They also were in the game in Toronto, and they lost their quarterback, Kevin Glenn. He broke his wrist in the week before. So they got beaten by the Riders in Toronto in about 2007 or 8. And 7, I think. And then they lost to BC Lions in 2011 in BC Place. I was there back from Australia. So they've been in a few Grey Cups. Congratulations, Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and especially my buddy Cooch, Cameron, total CFLer, Adam Bighill, Andrew Harris, of course, well, not as much as I would have said this time last year, but he's still a champ, the Canadian Andrew Harris, running back, former BC Lion. Congratulations to all the Bombers fans and the Tiger Cats. Oh, Grey Cup. My favourite 3 hours of Grey Cup was the Hamilton Tiger Cats party. Now, listen, Calgary did a damn good job of Grey Cup. I'm going to say right here, right now, I believe last year here in Edmonton was better for one reason, main reason. Well, because I live here, but no, Calgary did a good job. But after going for so many years, that was my 14th Grey Cup. I enjoy when the parties at some different little pubs. So you walk to all the different little pubs. Edmonton here, they had a few parties in the Shore Convention Centre, right, the big convention centre, which you need that because you need the space. But then they also had little parties in other pubs. Spirit of Edmonton had it in a big motel where you could walk to. And then the Bombers had a party at one of the nightclubs. Tiger Cats had a party at another nightclub. We went to the Raise Money, Randy's Raise Money cancer party in a pub. So I enjoyed going to all the different little pubs where you get to try different beers. And, well, I got to drink Budweiser. Unfortunately, some of these parties didn't have Bud. No, I got to keep out of that anyway. So I enjoyed the little different parties at the different pubs where you could walk around. Now, you got to have it in close proximity, and that's what Edmonton did. Calgary, it was all at the Stampede Park, which was great. I'm just saying, after going for 14 years, I get sick of the same big shows at all the same convention centre. Crowds were good. Crowds were really good. Weather was fantastic. Keith Urban played halftime show. I don't really know his music. He's a really cool guy. I have no issues with Keith Urban. I think he's a cool guy. My brother and his wife love him, and some of my aunties and uncles love him. I just don't know his music, but he's a good guy. He's a good guy, I believe, and he was in the commentary box for a while in the third quarter, so apparently very successful. Most people seem to like Keith Urban halftime show, so well done to CFL, hey? Hamilton Tiger Cats party. Yeah, so we went to the Raise Money for Cancer, CFL cancer raising money at Melrose in the casino. Then we went to the Tiger Cats party. They organised in the last few hours of that day, and it was at the Cowboys nightclub. Fantastic, fantastic. Dancing, Budweiser beer. But I don't want to promote that place because the bouncers on the way out, they were idiots. These young kids, just idiots. I don't want to go into it, but my girlfriend was pretty disgusted, and the bouncers were clowns. That's the trouble. You get these security guards, bouncers, they get a little microphone and they get their little, they call the boss, oh, this guy did the wrong thing, he farted, or we said something wrong, and all of a sudden they're all around. And anyway, don't want to talk about it. I don't want to promote the place. All I'll say is it ruined the best party for me for like 10 minutes. But I didn't do anything wrong. Now I might as well say what happened. So we're walking out, and Mikey Tiger Cats was just behind me. So we're walking out this door, and my girlfriend was in front. So I turned around and I said, oh, where's Mikey? And he's must be behind me. So I just quickly, I was halfway out this door, quickly turn around, walk back in, and this little security guard bouncer's going, oh, you can't go back in here. I said, oh, my mate's just right behind me. My mate's coming. Okay, whatever. And he gets on his little freaking thing. Oh, you can't come back in here. This is not re-entry. I said, mate, I wasn't even out. I'm just looking for my mate. And he's just being a dick. So I walked out. And then his other little mate, another little 19-year-old kid, he's on his little thing. I seen him. And I'm just walking out thinking, I'm not ruining a fantastic party. I've done nothing wrong. So he's on his little, I think, oh, here we go. He's talking to his boss, is he? So at this stage, I was cool, thinking just these guys are kids, who cares? This stage, I'm starting to get a bit pissed, eh? So then the boss comes out, strong little bugger, bald head, and he starts walking next to me. I said to him, don't you even follow me out. Don't you even talk to me. I am leaving. Don't you even follow me out. I've done nothing wrong. Get out of my way. And I just kept walking, and he didn't know what to friggin' well say, eh? My girlfriend's disgusted. Mikey and Arthur are standing like 10 meters behind me. Oh, Hey, anyway, Calgary did a good job. But there's reasons why I'm not living there. Some of it's my fault. I'm not saying it's not. But yes, it's just not as friendly as Edmonton. End of story. But this is a positive podcast live stream because I am positive, but I need to tell the stories. Be careful in Cowboys nightclub with the little shithead bouncers / security guards being dicks for no reason. Anyway, Hamilton Tiger Cats party was fantastic. It was a good time. Here we go. This is what the Eskimos did to Jason Moss this week. They gave him the finger. Eskimos coach Jason Moss is gone after 4 years. Can't say I'm surprised. Bit immature. Good guy, good quarterback, great guy. Just he upset the fans too much. Made some silly decisions, especially in Calgary there a couple of years ago in one of the final games. He went for a field goal when they were down by 4, and it was just like, what the hell? So he was on an uphill battle since then. Jason Moss gone as coach of the Edmonton Eskimos. It's not all his fault. Trevor Harris, the star quarterback from Ottawa, he was out for like 6 or 7 or 8 weeks this year. So it's not all Moss's fault. If they made the Grey Cup, he would have kept his job, I believe. So the coaching carousel will start here in the CFL. BC Lions are looking. Edmonton's looking. I think Argos are retaining their coach. Kahara Shea, I believe, might hopefully re-sign at the Bomb. So coaching carousel, the CFL off-season has started. And Total CFL, I'm on there all year. So check out totalcfl.com for all off-season news of CFL. And I got to mention my buddy, the talking mascot. I'll get on to NFL in a minute. I got to talk about my buddy, the talking mascot from Montreal, Clam Chowder, long-time sports rager, fellow Hall of Fame sports rager, made the trip to Edmonton last year, and he made it to Calgary this year. So I tell Clam Chowder, I say, mate, I can't pick you up Friday night. I'll be out at all the parties, but I can pick you up Saturday morning. So I made it. I will pick him up Saturday morning. So he calls me Friday night. He says he's at the airport. Pick him up. I said, 10 o'clock Saturday morning. I'll pick you up, buddy. Are you all right? Yeah. He goes, yeah. He flies in Friday night about 9 o'clock. He sleeps at the airport. Seriously. So I get there. Me and the girlfriend go pick him up, and he's sitting on a chair. Hey, Clam Chowder, how you going, mate? Come on, let's go. And he's sitting there. He grabs his big bag. A few people around him start laughing. I said, how'd you go, mate? You have a sleep? You sleep on that chair? He goes, yeah, Mick, Mick, all good, Mick. He's going, talk to people. I didn't care. I saved $200. I'm like, oh, cool, mate. I said, let's go get some food for you, mate. He goes, oh, yeah, I need some food in my tummy. Need some food in my tummy. So I take him to Denny's. He's awesome. So me and the girlfriend ordered breakfast. I had moons over my hammy or whatever. And he goes, oh, I feel like a burger. I love a burger. And he's talking to the waitress. Got a double patty? She goes, yeah. He goes, oh, no, just give me 2 burgers. I said, yeah, no worries, Clam, my shout. I don't see you very often. Get whatever you want, my pie. So he gets 2 burgers. He eats one of them, takes the other one. He says, oh, yeah, this is my supper tonight. I said, yeah, no worries, bud. No worries, bud. So we go do some filming, drop him off to his hotel. And I tried to convince him to come out in the afternoon to go to the festivals. But Clam, he's a very smart guy, but he's got some autism. He promotes autism. He goes, no, Mick, I just got to settle in the hotel. I got to get all ready for tomorrow. I said, yeah, just catch the train down, come down for a couple of hours, we'll walk around. He goes, oh, no, Mick, I got to settle. I said, yep. So, yeah, I couldn't change his mind. He settled into his hotel, had a big burger in his belly, and he was happy. And he got up next day. I saw a picture with him at the Grey Cup with Dash, and he got on TSN. So he is a very, very smart mascot, and the only talking mascot I've ever known. He's like Ted. He's like Ted and Mark Wahlberg. He's like Ted the bear. Clam Chowder's the talking mascot. None of these mascots talk to you. You try and talk to them, they can't talk to you. Clam Chowder is the smartest mascot sports-wise ever. He picked the Bombers to win, and he picked Chris Stravler to play well, and didn't Stravler play well? So Clam Chowder, the talking mascot, was fantastic. Got on TSN. It was good to see the fella again, and he got back safely to Montreal. So check him out on Twitter, Clam Chowder 07, I think he is. Good to see the fella again. So, yes, Grey Cup was fantastic, but I wanted to tell that little story about the bouncer and security guards, because some of these guys need to smarten up. Grey Cup 100, I did a 7-part show about how these security guards and bouncers can be real dicks. Right, let's get on to NFL. Yep, Broncos were donkeys again. Joe Flacco was a donkey. Garrett Bowles has been a donkey. Oh, you should hear Mark Solera rip into Garrett Bowles. Mark Solera, he does a podcast radio show. He rips into Garrett Bowles every week. But I agree, just because you're a first-round draft pick, why in the hell should you get years and years of opportunities when all the people in your team know you can't play? That's what Mark Solera says, ripping into Garrett Bowles, eh? Number 72 on the O-line. Hey, hope he gets better. I'm a Broncos fan, and I'm positive, but hope he gets better. But we need him to get better. We got smashed by the Bills last week. Smashed. We're done. Bills are 9-3 now. You know, I got to admit, I underestimated the Bills. They're a team. That was one of the biggest wins I've known of the Bills since I've been in Canada for 20 years, following the NFL intensely. They're a team. Hope they do well. Right, let's get on to some picks. Ravens over 49ers. Spread's 5.5 now. Yes, I've put 9 out of 16 points on the Ravens. It's a tough week. It's a tough week here, boys. So when I have higher points, I would like to have 3 or 4 points on the Ravens, because the 49ers are a definite chance, especially if that D-line led by Bosa and the guys can get to the quarterback, Jackson. They are a chance. But Jackson is playing so well. The quarterback that runs, did you hear that? The quarterback that runs fantastically. Lamar Jackson is playing fantastic. I like the Ravens to win, maybe cover. I'm keeping away from the point spread unless I really like it, because that's tough. Ravens on the money line, 9 out of 16 points in my aggregate competition. Next game, Panthers over the Redskins. I've given them 16 points. I think they'll win. Favored by 10 at home. Next game, Jets at Bengals. I put money on the Jets on the money line. They're only favored by 3. Bit of a danger game. Bengals haven't won yet. Jets are on a bit of a roll. They've won the last couple of games, so Jets are on a bit of a roll. It's in Cincinnati. I do like the Jets to win. 10 points out of 16 on the Jets. Next game, tricky one. This is why I'm saying this week's tough. Colts favored by 2.5 against the Tennessee Titans. I put 7 points on the Colts. I'm a bit worried about this game. I would like to have only 2 or 3 points on the Colts, but I've got to put 7 on the Colts to beat the Titans. But that game could go either way. Here's another one. Jags at home versus the Bucks. The Bucks had a big win last week. Shocked the Falcons, I believe. Jags favored by... No, it's gone. See, it's gone the other way. Early in the week, Jags were favored by 1. Now Bucks are favored by 2. I'm sticking with the Jags, but honestly, this game again could go either way. But I've got to put 5 points on them because the other games are tough. Eagles in Miami, the home of the Super Bowl this year, against the Dolphins. Eagles should win that. Favored by 9 earlier in the week. Now they're favored by 10. I like the Eagles to win that. Put 12 points on them. And by the way, you people that call the Dolphins fish, a dolphin is a mammal. A dolphin is not the fish. So people that call the Dolphins the fish, hey, how about getting a bit of knowledge about mammals and animals in the world, all right? Eagles over the Dolphins. Next game, Packers at the Giants. Packers favored by 6.5. Oh, they got smashed, eh? They got smashed Monday night in San Fran. But I like the Packers to bounce back. I will also put money on the Packers to cover 6.5. 14 points on the Packers over the Giants. Next game, wow, in Steeltown. And actually, my two least favorite teams, I kind of hate one of them, but hate's a bad word. I actually hate Gary Bettman right now again. Can you believe Gary Bettman scheduled an NHL game? He scheduled the Oilers game last Sunday at the same time as the CFL Grey Cup. This is why Gary Bettman is a dick. Gary Bettman purposely does crap like that. I've seen it 4 or 5 times over the years. Hockey is number one here. I'm just going off tangent here for a minute, but hockey is number one in Canada. We all know that. CFL is number 2, right? Gary Bettman will purposely schedule a hockey game against a CFL event when he does no need to. He scheduled the Edmonton Oilers right at the same time as the Grey Cup. Now, what if Edmonton or Eskimos were playing in the Grey Cup? So some of my friends, they flicked back and forth between the Grey Cup, the Oilers, and even the NFL. They didn't get the full experience of the Grey Cup because Gary Bettman, the boss of the NHL, National Hockey League, that's ice hockey for you international viewers, he scheduled a game, a Canadian team game against the Canadians Grey Cup CFL. That's to you, Gary Bettman. Where was I? Okay. Steelers Browns. Wow, isn't this going to be interesting? After the fight, the helmet swinging, the bashing of Garrett onto the quarterback of the Steelers after the Steelers quarterback had a bit of a go back at him. It could be, but it won't be, a bloodbath in Steeltown. I think the Browns will get up and win just. I got 2 points on the Browns, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers, they put Hodges in at quarterback, the third string guy. I wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers do win because they got more grit, they got more team, they got less talent than the Browns, but they got more culture, more good team culture than the Baker Mayfield and OBJ and all those clowns at the Cleveland Browns clowns. Shit in my pants, Cleveland Browns clowns. But that said, they've been on a bit of a roll. They got way more talent. So I'm going for the Browns just over the Steelers, and I've got 2 points on the Browns. Next one, going for an upset, boys. Going for an upset. James said, Mick, Cardinals are going to win. I like the Cardinals maybe to win, but James has changed my mind, and I should have listened to him last night because he did. He picked the Bills. I'm going for the Cardinals after coming off a bye, I believe. They are 2.5-point underdog in Arizona against the LA Rams. Rams have been going bad, got smashed by Ravens. Cardinals, maybe to upset, money line over the Rams. Take them on the plus, take them on the money line for a bit of a gamble. Cardinals, I'll put 3 points on the Cardinals to win. We'll see what happens. I might be way off on this. Yeah, I told you it's a tough week. Next one, Raiders at Chiefs. Oh, see, I got 15 points on the Chiefs. They should win. They've been ripping into Derek Carr this week. Apparently, he can't play in the cold weather. Mike Florio was saying that Jack Del Rio has been ripping into Derek Carr, the Raiders quarterback. How he can't play too good in the cold weather. Might be cold there in Kansas City, Arrowhead Stadium. 15 points on the Chiefs. They're a 10-point favorite. Next one, yes, of course, I am going for the Denver Broncos at home against the San Diego Surfer Girls, mate. Against the San Diego. Oh, I got that wrong. It's the LA Chargers. See, they should never have left San Diego. I'm going for the Broncos to upset the LA Charger Surfer Girls at Mile High. They are underdog by, oh, hang on, this cork's mucking up my, I better keep that away. The Broncos are 3-point underdog. They were 2.5-point underdog. So I'm going for the Broncos to beat the Chargers and rebound from that bad effort in Buffalo last week. Just 2 weeks ago, we nearly beat the Vikings, eh? Can you believe that? We're up 20-0 at half time. We could have beaten the Vikings in Minnesota. I don't really. I'm just going for Broncos because I have faith and love for the Broncos. 1 point on the Broncos. Put some money on the +3 as well. Next game, Sunday night, Patriots at the Texans. Yeah, I do like the Patriots to win that one. Texans at home. Oh, see again, 11 points on the Patriots. I'd like to put 3 or 4 on them only, right? Going for the Patriots over the Texans. And then Monday night, another ripper of a game, eh? Seahawks at home. Oh, Patriots are favored by 3, by the way. Seahawks at home against the Vikings. Seahawks favored by 3. Oh, I had media pass years ago when Vikings played at the new stadium in Seattle. It was a game that Randy Moss got in trouble with the cop. He didn't do much, but he got in trouble. He didn't play that game. And Sean Alexander, the running back for the Seahawks, I believe he scored 5 touchdowns. Yeah, I was at that game with media on the sidelines and in the press box. It was fantastic. I think the Seahawks will win. They're on a roll. Russell Wilson is playing fantastic. I didn't realise they were that good. I gotta apologise to some Seahawks mates. I didn't think the Seahawks were as good as they are. Seahawks, I've got 8 points on the Seahawks to win. But again, wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings win that one. So a very tough week, even straight up for the win. So bet what you can. Don't bet too much. Don't bet what you can't afford. Okay, so my multi, or as Gabe says, parlay, like the English Queen would say parlay. Queen Elizabeth would say, Mick, what's my parlay? So my multi-parlay bets are, this is for the win, Panthers, Chiefs, Packers at -127. That should come in. Add the Eagles +132. Then you add the Patriots +265. Then you add the Jets +479. So there we go. That's all my picks. And just to end on a little bit of golf, the President's Cup, America versus the International, is being played in Australia, the next President's Cup. And I was listening to the legend Shane Warne, the Aussie cricketer. He's one of the 4 Aussies or international people invited to play against celebrities from the US. So it's going to be Shane Warne and Ash Barty, the champ Aussie tennis player. She won the US Open recently. Or Wimbledon. Oh, I got that mixed up. Oh, got to be careful on that one. So Ash Barty, she's won a major. Her and Shane Warne are 2 of the celebrities to play against 4 of the US celebrities. Shane Warne said this week, he says it's not confirmed, but there is a rumor that 2 of the celebrities that he'll be playing against will be Barack Obama and Bill Clinton. Can you believe that? So let's hope that comes off. Anyway, I'm not getting political, but that's the rumor from Australia. The President's Cup of golf coming up in Australia, the celebrity game, along with the legends, and Tiger Woods is playing or coach, I believe, of the American team. So that's it. That's my live show. As I say, I'm normally on at 7:25 my time, so I get up at 6:30 every Friday morning to go on Sports Grid, Fantasy Sports Network, the morning after show with Gabe, Joe. But didn't hear from them. Nothing. They're sleeping in. They all got the day off. So I thought I'm up anyway. I want to give my show, my picks. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope it all worked. I go Periscope live lots of times, but I just thought, I'm trying to go YouTube live. And have a great weekend. Grey Cup was fantastic again. My 14th Grey Cup. And NFL round 13 has started. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving there in America. And I got to go racing truck driving. See you later. MYKwebTV, TotalCFL.com, at MYKweb. You find me everywhere. I'm out and about. And have a great weekend. And hope you win some money. Don't bet too much. Have a good time. See you later.